Oh no.
Oh no.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Chris with Budz with Budz. Back to finish up our most terrible list. Mine completely sucked, according to Brian. So let's take a vote. Let's see who's got a better list. Just leave us a message and let us know what you think. And I guess without further ado, get into your list, Brian. You talk some shit, so you better bring a good goddamn game.
Oh shit, dude. This game gonna blow your mind, son. All
Somehow I
right,
doubt it.
number 10. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna have to be honest. Number 10, I almost disagree with myself because I kept the list as metal as I could. And that's the only reason I put this one at number 10, as well as I really discovered it a few years later. But Gore is kind of punk. I kind of put Gore more in punk than metal, but We Kill Everything is the best album they've ever put out to me. I love everything on there. Fish, fucking an animal.
No, I'll
Tell me you
agree.
disagree.
No, no, I totally agree. They're total shock rock, man. Like if you've been to a Guar show, it's everything that personifies metal. It's a fun crowd. It's just a bunch of old fuckers, burnout, drugged out, fucking enjoying music and enjoying life. You know,
Dude, Gore
fucking
shows as intense of experience as you can get. It's like no other band that you can see, man. Freaking it, and you know they either don't know what the hell they're doing there or they're fucking amateur when you show up in anything other than a white t-shirt, because you know the goal of a Gore show is to see how many colors you can come home with on your white t-shirt.
totally agreed. I actually saw them with Typo Negative when I was in the Army in Syracuse 2 weeks before Peter Steele died.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's one of my few concert claims to fame, although I have many. I actually want to get all my stubs framed and hung up.
Get them
But
laminated and stuck in a frame.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. All right, so yeah, I
All right,
totally agree with your number 10 so far. You're batting 1,000. What's up next?
this one is unarguable, but it grabbed number 9 because again I discovered how amazing this actual album is a few years later, after I discovered Lamb of God, which number 9 for me is Burn the Priest self-titled album. You know, freaking, I mean, that intro track, Bloodletting, it doesn't come any more metal than that, bro.
No, I totally agree. God damn it, you got me on too.
I'm 2 for 2, dude. I'm killing it on this one.
Like yeah, there's no point in even arguing that one. So let's get on to the list. I want to find something I can bite into here.
All things Lamb of God are amazing, and Burn the Priest is just savage.
No arguments there.
All right, number 8. This is I sway a little bit away from metal, but they were our music. Powerman 5000, Tonight the Stars Revolt.
Got you. I totally disagree. Totally
Ah,
disagree. I thought Worlds Collide was a great song for about maybe the halfway through the second time I heard it. And then I listened to the rest of the album and I was like, wow, there's a reason that you're Rob Zombie's brother and not Rob Zombie.
dog. I didn't even know he was Rob Zombie's brother when I first discovered the band, and that entire album's good. Yeah, it had a theme through the album. So what? There's nothing wrong with concept art, bro.
I mean, I don't even have a problem with no. Some of my favorite albums are epic albums. They tell a story from start to finish, and it just like there's no substance to the music. It's kind of like cookie cutter. Like oh, let's throw some. It's like Smash Mouth meets Rob Zombie is what it is.
Oh, ow! Ow, I'm hurt for them, dude.
Yeah, I told you I'm gonna cut deep,
Ow.
fucker. I'm cutting deep tonight. Yeah,
You know what?
yeah, that is less than garbage. I actually think I used that CD for target practice. Like no joke, right along next to Union Underground.
This coming from the motherfucker that owns every Cradle of Filth t-shirt that's ever been produced.
They're badass t-shirts. You can't deny that. Love them or hate them, they make some fucking badass, evil-looking art.
There's some amazing art on the t-shirts, but it's still not worth repping that name.
Man, they're quality musicians. Say what you want. Their guitar work is amazing. Their drummer's amazing. Their bassist is amazing. Their theatrics are amazing. You've never seen them live. And we need to save this for another time. We need to be here so this can turn into a UFC match. So, but I will agree. I will agree that as I get older, I keep getting softer and softer, and Cradle is definitely not in my everyday repertoire.
You're a soft bitch. I just saw you getting freaking beat up by a unicorn earlier.
Hey, that's a pretty tough unicorn. You fuck off.
All right. Well, then just go ahead and move past that. Number 7, and I actually feel guilty ranking them this low. This is where I got mad at making the list. But it's because it's not their self-titled or Life is Peachy issues.
Oh, don't do this to me. Don't do this.
Dude, I am personally ashamed of you that issues did not make your list. I'm disappointed in myself for ranking it as low as 7. I don't know if we're gonna be friends after the end of this segment.
Man, you know how I feel about issues. Like, it's okay. It's okay.
It's better than Take a Look in the Mirror.
I don't know, man. Like, that one's okay too. Like, it's not great. They were going through a change. I even like New Corn, man. And honestly, it would have made my list if over some, I would admit that I would scratch 1 or 2 off of my list and put, yes, I would put issues on my list somewhere. But not, if you were ranking them in order, it would be somewhere around 26.
26? I can't even talk to you right now. All right. So this next one.
But you remember.
Go ahead.
Do you remember that you said this yourself going into it? I understand it's not Life is Peachy or the self-titled album. You said everything that I needed to say without me opening my mouth. Come on. You know, you open up Life is Peachy on Twist. You open up fucking the self-titled. You open up the goddamn self-titled album with Blind.
Oh, it doesn't get better.
You know what's sad? I don't know what the fuck they opened issues with. That's the problem. See, you don't either.
Ooh.
You don't either.
Touche, sir. I gotta look it up.
So I'm gonna say that you've made a misnomer. I say it deserves maybe top 30, but definitely not. If you can't tell me the first track off Love It or Hate It off of the album, it's not memorable to you.
Dude, I'll give you maybe I ranked it too high, but top 30, fuck you. Top 30.
Okay, I'll give you 26.
26, fuck you.
That's exactly what I said. I'm not budging, man. I'm sticking by what I said. And honestly, I want you to think about it. Okay, what's the second track on that album? I can't tell you.
Falling Away from Me.
Okay. Third track is Trash. Fourth track. What's the fourth track?
Oh. I would have thought it was Beg for Me. I'm wrong. Beg for Me is the 5th track. 4 is For You.
Okay, what's the second track off Korn's self-titled album?
Off Korn's self-titled album? What is it? Clown?
No. See, that one's
What's the
not as
second
important.
out?
The second one is Ball Tongue.
Oh, it is ball tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, really, if you're like,
But,
if you can't list the first three tracks off an album, whether you love them or hate them, it wasn't in your CD player enough, which means it doesn't deserve that
well,
much.
I say that is a ridiculous statement because I broke my fucking Corn self-titled. I listened to it so many damn times. I didn't even know it was possible to wear out a fucking compact disc, and somehow I managed to do that. And I could only name that Blind was the first track, Faggot is the sixth track, and Daddy is the 12th track.
Where Shoots and Ladders? Think about it. You
Oh,
know.
Shoots and Ladders is 7.
Yep. Uh, what's 5?
What's
Divine.
5?
Divine.
Divine. All right, we're way off track. Corn
Yeah.
belongs in the list, but 7's too high. Fine. I get just because it's issues.
Agreed. 26. 26.
I'm gonna stab you.
Man, honestly,
Where's your wife's purse?
I, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just giving you shit because I haven't been able to give you much shit this episode. You've been right. So, I mean,
All right, well, I think you're gonna disagree with this next one too. So, I'm bringing it back for you. I'm giving you a little feedback. I mean, you're wrong, but I'll give you a little more. Number 5, I'm embarrassed for you that it's not on there, but we're on number 6. Chevelle's point number 1.
again, like I love Chevelle, but they're not that important to me. Like,
They are to me, dude. I listened to that album so many times
well, no,
in that age.
and I agree. I mean, that's part of like that's like one of your core bands, one of those bands that'll stick with you for life.
For me, yeah. For you, not so much. You didn't listen to them all the time with me.
Honestly, I like a lot of their later albums better.
I like their first 2 albums the best. I can't think of the other one right now, but point number 1 and the other one with it. Seeing Red was a good song. It got them popular. It was on their 3rd album, but it's actually one of my least favorite of theirs, probably because it's overplayed. But
Yeah.
freaking like Forfeits on point number 1, like so many songs that were they metal? No, but did they pour every fucking bit of emotion and fucking energy in their body into their tracks? Fuck yeah.
And absolutely. And like I said, I think they're important to you, and I understand that. Like that's one of those things. Like no matter what I say, I know I'm not going to be able to knock them off your list.
No, they're not moving.
But I will give it to you. Great band, great band. What's next?
How in God's name, how dare you not put dopes, felons, and revolutionaries on your fucking list? How dare, yet you put Neon fucking Ballroom? How dare you?
Honestly, I'm embarrassed for myself here too because I didn't see it. I thought it came out in '98. And I sent you the goddamn list.
That's the problem. You came up with or you found the list for the reference.
Yeah.
I'll give you that. That's a reasonable excuse because we worship that album.
Absolutely.
Driving around in my little fucking Ford Escort, we couldn't fucking blast that album loud enough.
One Fix, Fuck the Police, fucking such a great album. Kimberly's Ghost, fucking great album, man.
Dude, it doesn't stop, start to finish. Every track I could listen to still this day. Fucking 20 years later, I could still listen to that album start to finish.
That's the way I am with most of their albums.
That's how I am with, yeah, with all of my top five to this day. I could still listen to them, and that blows my mind. I didn't realize how many of them came out in '99, bro.
Yeah, dude, it was an iconic year. It's like everybody wanted to leave one hell of a mark on the '90s, and they
Dude,
definitely did a good job.
it went out with a bang, bro.
And
I
honestly, that's one of the reasons that Neon Ballroom made my anthem to the year 2000, man.
This isn't about your list. This is my list because
Well,
yours was
no.
terrible.
Oh, fuck you, buddy. Talk your shit, sir.
you
But,
you you snuck a Tool fucking box set in there just to fucking get force Tool into your list. Nah, dude.
nope, not true. In my defense, they did an excellent cover of Led Zeppelin's No Quarter, and that's my favorite Led Zeppelin song. So, what do you want from me? But anyways, this is your list. Remember, let's move on.
What I want from you is for fucking chamber music by Cole Chamber to be listed at number 4, not number fucking 9. Are you kidding me, bro?
I'll give you three reasons. Tyler's song,
Love
Burgundy,
it.
and Mercy. No, I take that back. I'm sorry. Mercy was excellent. Feed My Dreams.
Sherry Vegas.
I love Sherry Vegas. Well, the song. But the rest of the album,
Shock the
experimental.
Monkey.
Come on, you know how I feel about that song. I love it. But the rest of the album, man, like it was
Wow.
heavy. It was heavy, but it wasn't technical. It wasn't.
It wasn't as heavy as their first album, no, but few bands do manage to pull that off. Korn pulled it off with Life is Peachy, but bands managed to pull off the Stay as heavy going to the second track album.
Well, yes and no. I mean, it depends on the band, but like I said, that was a really interesting year. Like I said, there were a lot of transitions, and I feel like Coal Chamber was in a transition there. So, like I said, it's definitely top 10. I will not put it in my top 5. I can't. I'm sorry.
That you realize that's only one of two that we both had on our list. The
Yeah.
the second one is my number 3. Your number 1. Undeniable. It's hard for me to not put at number 1 is Slipknot self-titled. 87064531.
Absolutely. And I love that you listed it both ways. That's very classy of you.
Absolutely, sir. Hey, I can be a metal snob as well. I list things with my pinky out.
Yeah, motherfucker, you learn from the best.
Shit. We spent many a days memorizing that shit. I remember.
Oh man.
That one, I mean, there's you can't beat Spit It Out. Wait and
Nope.
Bleed was the first metal song I've ever heard, thanks to you, sir. I
That was
literally remember the first day you played it. I mean, uh, that song literally changed my entire life. That's why it's hard for me to not put at number 1. But because of these other 2 albums, I had to move it back.
all right. Well, I gotta hear him because, like I said, that was the music that started a friendship. Like we knew each other, but like that
That
was that
changed it.
was when that was when shit really started to get fun. But anyways, I gotta hear your if that's your number 3, then I gotta hear your last 2. And they better blow me away.
Two and one are almost a tie, and I already know you don't agree with one. I am positive you can't disagree with 2.
Okay.
And if you do, you're not a real Kennesaw Ackworth native.
I already
Because
know where
Seven Dust Home was released. Literally, they're from our home. And their album named Home, talking about our fucking hometown, was released that year. Their best fucking album of a band that has like 7 albums that belong in the top 100 of all fucking time. Home, dude. How did that not make your list?
again, I'm embarrassed because like those guys were, you'd see them around, they'd smoke with you, they'd, whatever. Like if you saw them out, they'd come talk to you. I actually saw them when I was in the Army in New York, and that was kind of cool to see them away from home. And it really does upset me that they don't have the hometown following that a lot of people, give other bands. They don't have the rabid
That
following.
surprises me, right?
They had a pretty rabid following back then, but it was all outside of Atlanta. Like they were minor celebrities around here.
Everyone in our fucking hometown, you better believe, knew who Outkast and Ludacris were. But not everyone could tell you who the fuck Seven Dust was. And yeah, that always broke my heart a little bit because to me, I'm like, dude, this is one of the best metal bands I've ever fucking heard. They're literally from down the street from me, and people aren't showing their respect.
Yeah, I know. I've always had the love for the hometown music scene. So, especially when they're as nice a guys as they are. So,
Ah, dude, great people. I got the opportunity to meet them a good like 3-4 times. Hung out backstage at their show with El Nino. And dude, every one of them are such humble, great fucking people. And dude, they leave everything on the stage every fucking night.
you do realize in your top two, you have one of the biggest feuds in metal, right?
Feuds?
Feuds.
Wait. You're talking
Cold
about
Chamber and
Cold
Seven
Chamber versus
Dust.
Seven Dust?
Yep. So, there's a lot of animosity there, and I hated that, but, it is what
Oh,
it
oh,
is.
oh, I see what you did there. Pun intended, huh? Huh? But
Absolutely.
they both belong in there, so whatever. All right,
Yeah.
number one. I don't know. I might like Home is like a tie, but there's freaking Wisconsin Death Trip. No album released in fucking 99 was anything that could be fucking Static X Wisconsin Death Trip. It is the heaviest album I had heard to fucking date. And it just, it warped me into a metal kid for life.
It wouldn't be my number one, but it's excellent, and I understand that. That's definitely a niche market, and if it's you, it's you. I love Static X. I love some of their newer stuff, like the album you got for Christmas this year. It's pretty good. I loved Cannibal. I loved I think it was Machine with The Only on it. The Queen of the Dam soundtrack, one of the best soundtracks of all time.
Oh, yeah. We'll do soundtracks one of these days for sure. But Queen of the Dam belongs on there.
So, all of our listeners out there, we really hope you like music. If not, then this podcast is definitely not for you. And honestly, we're probably talking to empty space right now, but that's cool with us because we were going to do this anyway. So,
Right. It's a
well, shit, man.
conversation we would have either way. Why not record it?
Yeah, exactly. But
Now, before I let you go, you're not cutting me off. Before I get my 2 honorable mentions, we don't need a debate on it. You stole
that's
one of
right.
mine with your list. One of mine was 9 Inch Nails, so I'm not gonna do it. The Fragile was good, but I'm gonna substitute it. Rage Against the Machine's Battle of Los Angeles, and God forbid, Reject the Sickness.
All right. Yeah, I can agree with those.
It was hard to leave them off. It was real hard to leave them off.
All right, guys. Leave us a message. Let us know what you think. Thanks for listening. And if there's something you guys want to hear us talk about, then let us know. So then, take care of each other. Stay healthy. Stay safe. And we'll see you soon. Later.
Deuces.
Fuck you.
No, fuck you, buddy. Come on.
Fuck you, buddy. Fluttering little flippy flappers, fluttering little flippy flappers, fluttering little flippy flappers.
All right. All right, give me 10 more seconds, asshole.